Welcome to another episode of the Woman Up podcast, a place where women in business come for sisterhood and real talk. This is not another women in business podcast where all we talk about is strategy and scaling. This is the place where we connect with each other beyond the hustle, because before we were founders, CEOs, entrepreneurs, we were women first. So here you get the stories, the personal journeys, and how real life has shaped us. This is also your reminder, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and if you're listening or watching on a podcasting platform, hit the follow button just so you don't miss any future episodes. And I have a guest today who I'm really excited about. There's a bit of a backstory here, but I'm going to introduce her first. Please welcome to our space, Hannah Apperley.
Yay! Hello!
Hi.
Hiya. Again.
Yes. Tell us who you are and what you do, and then we will give context.
Hello. My name is Hannah. I am a hypnotherapist, a coach, a tarot reader, an energy worker, healer, working with women. Yeah, I'm working a lot around freedom, finding your truth, liberation, all of the juiciness. All of the juicy things like that.
Yeah, to give people context, this is the second time we're trying to record this episode. And the first time we tried to record it with I had a plan in mind for the episode, and it didn't really work out.
The vibes were not vibing.
Yeah.
The energy, and it was so funny because we recorded the whole thing. And then I think afterwards, both of us were feeling a bit
weird about
it.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like an energy in the air. And we went away for a couple of days. Then we had a conversation and spoke about it, didn't we? And we were like, there's an energy. Like, I'm feeling a bit anxious. How are you feeling? And you were saying similar.
Yeah.
And then it turned out that
when I got the footage and everything, the audio was there was a buzzing halfway through. Something started buzzing and we couldn't fix it. We couldn't get rid of it. So based on the conversation we had, we were just you know what, this is just a sign that maybe that episode just wasn't meant to be, and we'll come back to it. And actually some time has passed. We haven't rushed to re-record. I think that maybe both of us had some growing to do, or Definitely. Just I had to regroup with it. I feel like there was something in me that was I don't know if I'm ready to record with Hannah again.
Oh no.
But it wasn't a conscious thing. No. It wasn't a conscious, it was just my intuition was just I'm not ready to reschedule with Hannah, but I know I will be at some point in time. And then obviously
makes me feel really bad.
No, why?
I don't know. I'm oh my gosh, this is whatever. But my own stuff, obviously.
No, I just feel I was really nervous about the episode with you, and then you were nervous, and I think we were both nervous, really but nervous. For different reasons.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah. And I feel I can only speak for myself, but you've reflected the same thing, is that I've grown so much in that period of time.
Yeah.
It was a few months, maybe 3 months.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe longer. And I just feel our growth, or my growth, has just been and it just hasn't ever been the right time to come back, because I've been in that phase of evolution, and I feel I'm here.
Yeah.
So now it's time.
Yeah, because your episode was supposed to be episode 3 or something, and we're now on episode 10.
Wow.
So yeah. And also, what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, you were one of the people that encouraged me to do a solo episode.
I'm so
I was
proud
just
of you.
putting off.
Yes, it was so good.
And you were also one of the first people that messaged me when I put that episode out, and you were I loved it. You commented as well, and I was oh my God, I don't know if Hannah knows that she's one of the people that in the back of my mind just being launch the solo episode.
Yeah.
And then I felt after I'd done that, I was ready.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's so beautiful. Tell me more.
I don't know. I just feel that solo episode unlocked something in me where I was just I can just be me, and people will be okay with that.
Giving me zoomies. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Whereas before I felt I was a bit the interviewer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I have to hold space for them, and I have to make sure that they feel comfortable and, you know, do all these things. And now I'm just like, you know what? Let's just talk.
Period.
Yeah. And to give you more context, guys,
Yeah.
I also have no prompts today, which is the same for my solo episode. I didn't have any prompts or anything.
I kind of put that on you a little bit, didn't
Yeah,
I?
so Hannah encouraged me to just be like, look, when we re-record, let's just not plan anything, see where the conversation goes and see what happens. But even there's still a niggle in my head that's like, yeah, but I haven't given Hannah the opportunity to like share her story yet, and people don't know her yet, and so we're having a chit chat, but I want them to know like about her, and it's not about me. And yeah, there's like,
I just feel like what needs to be shared in an authentic conversation is going to be the most potent, impactful, powerful, authentic expression in that moment. Like for me personally, when it's like the interview style and when there's question, I feel a pressure.
yeah,
And I feel a pressure to perform
Yeah.
and to show up in a certain way. And then I'm so in my head and I'm thinking about what I'm saying and I'm hearing myself back and I'm so unpresent in the room that the exchange and the interaction is just,
it doesn't feel
it's
genuine.
sticky. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like whereas like when it's just an authentic conversation, I think that you'll get the best out of me and yourself.
Yeah.
And then we'll bounce off of each other and it will just go where it's meant to go. And whatever is meant to be shared is meant to be shared. Whatever isn't. And like I mean, in your intro, you even said like we business owners, but before that we were women. And how are we supposed to fit everything?
Yeah, you can't.
Exactly. So I'm just here for the chat.
Yeah.
Girl chat. So, yeah.
It's funny you say that, because actually that has been coming up in my episodes, because for me, obviously, that I want this guest to like share everything, and there isn't enough time.
No.
Like one of my episodes I had to really cut down because it was like an hour and 45 minutes.
My
And
God,
I
just
was
put it
like,
out.
oh my God, like, but it wasn't, no, because it wasn't that, it was because I just wanted to like get all the juice from this person that they've given me. And I'm like, I want them to experience everything that I've experienced from this person. But you can't.
No.
And so I also have been learning that like, it's okay to just like pick a topic and just run with it, or like, you don't have to share every part of their life story, because there isn't the time for that. Like,
No.
it
And
just doesn't make sense.
Whatever does get shared is always more than enough. Like always more than enough. And it's like, it's just an exercise in trust and letting go and surrender. And I think as women, that's how we operate at our optimum. Once we've learned how to manage those feelings and let go and really kind of ease our nervous system into it, it's the most gorgeous way to move through life, I feel like. And this episode is that in action. It's an example of that, because there's no prompts. There's that. Your solo episode was that.
Yeah.
It was literally, I was watching it. If you haven't watched it yet, go and watch it. I'm so proud of Martha, because
Oh, bless you.
honestly, you just sat on the sofa and you're like, I'm doing everything different.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. Like, there's no comfort zone here. There's nowhere for you to hide.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I'm going to ask ChatGPT to interview me. I haven't even prepped him. I haven't prepped any of this. I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to read it out as it is, no tweaks, and what I love about that is that it allows for authenticity, and it's really subtle. So like, it allows, like, when you read a question back and you're kind of like, there's a little bit of laughter, or there's like a fluster, or like a little idiosyncrasy that's within you that just comes out. It's like, that is the magic that gets to come through when you don't have expectations of yourself. So I'm so happy that, I'm just so happy the way that this is like
Played out. Yeah.
And that we've both just trusted that when the time is right, it will just happen.
Yeah.
And it has been so easy, it feels like this feels really easy.
Yeah.
At least for me.
No, me too. I
Yeah.
agree. I also feel like our connection has been built upon since we last recorded as well.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't know. I feel like that also helps, especially for me.
I'm the exact same.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this since we've decided to do this podcast. I was thinking about this because I was so happy that, you know, we hung out the other day and we spent the day together and we just chatted and connected, and I feel like that's created a level of like safety and understanding and connection that's kind of unwritten, unspoken. It's just there. So now it just, even more so, it just feels like there's more freedom and play and fun. Less seriousness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, there was something you said at your house. Oh, yeah. So I messaged you and was like, I'm having a really bad day.
Yeah.
Can I hang with you? And you were like, you're welcome to come round or something like that. And then, wait, what is it you said?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. You were like, this is how I am. Like, if you say I'm coming round and you just come round, then that's great. But don't like try and make a plan with me because I just won't stick to a plan. And then I was like, oh, wow. Like, I don't know why this is important, but I'm saying I learned that about you. And it was a bit like, oh, okay. I like this.
Oh.
I like that I can just be like, can I come round?
Yeah, spontaneous.
Because I'm the opposite. Like, when I used to live on my own, I would hate it if anyone came around without telling me or like giving me advance warning. And I don't like people like coming to my house unless I have actually like planned for it in my head.
Well, I feel like I feel like I'm the same as that as well. But I feel like it's depending on how I'm feeling on the day, and if it feels like it's in my alignment, and if it feels like it fits with where I'm at in that day,
okay,
then I'm like, yeah, of course. This is why I don't like plans. Although hearing that right now, I'm like, because I had a hypnotherapy session yesterday, and we were talking about how I really need to start creating more structure, more discipline, more routine in my life. So maybe it will change completely after this. But yeah, it's so funny. It's just funny to hear that right now and how that may change, but it feels within me. I just like the freedom.
Yeah.
And I've really spent a lot of time like trying to figure out how I can work at my optimum and how I can get the best out of myself and create the right environment for that. And pressure for me, external pressure, feeling like I have to show up, having obligations, things like that. I really struggle with that. And it makes me feel like quite disjointed. But on the same side of it, I love pressure. I thrive in pressure.
I was going to say, because you come from like a pressure, like a job that was all about pressure.
Like hospitality, non-stop, 60, 70-hour weeks, 24-hour operation, managing a team of like up to 40 people. I love it. I don't know, guys. I just live in like, I feel like I live at the center. And then whatever is whatever it is.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, it's hard to define yourself into a certain point, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't fit in a box. You just like jump from box to box whenever
No,
you
I
feel
just
like
live in the space in between all the boxes.
Yeah,
I am
fair.
the box. I am the space in between. And I am none of it at the same time.
It's funny because I'm actually quite particular about things, and I have an issue with like releasing control. And I feel like when I'm with you, you encourage me to like release control, but it's not even, I don't even feel like it's a conscious thing you're doing. It's just being around you.
It's just me.
A lot of the time I'm like, oh my God, I'm so uncomfortable with this situation. Like we played.
I'm so sorry.
No, but I like it.
I know, but I know that this is what I do though. Yeah. But go on, sorry.
Yeah, so like when we were at yours, we played the drum. What is the name of that drum?
Handpan.
Okay, so the handpan, and I just don't, I can't, because I'm just like, I don't know the beat, I don't know how to do it, and you were just like, just play, like just
of course you
touch it and do whatever, like it doesn't matter.
Literally.
And I remember we, like, when I first started playing with you, When I first...
Don't tell everyone our secrets.
When I first started playing, I was just like, this sounds stupid and I don't like it and it makes me uncomfortable. But then I kind of got into it and then was like, okay, well, that was fun. I guess I'm just really bad at it. But even that is like...
And then what did we do?
why
We
is this
listened to it back.
constantly- Yeah, and it sounded really good.
There you go. But this is what I do with people in my work, I suppose, is that I create a very safe, free, expecting, that's not, I don't know what that word is, safe and free environment for you to meet yourself. And like, it's confronting. It's very confronting, especially something with music. Something with like music is playing an instrument, and the handpan is actually like one of the easiest things to play because everything's in tune and you just have to tap it. You don't even have to do, and naturally everyone has a rhythm.
Yeah.
Everyone has a heartbeat. Everyone has a natural rhythm that's theirs, that they just need to peel back those layers of criticism and listening to themselves and judging themselves and thinking it needs to sound a certain way and that it's not sounding right, and they're feeling like I'm judging them or whatever it is, to just like have fun and be free. And then and it's like a journey you have to break through. Is creating the like environments in your life to continue to break through those things. Like drumming for me has been the most amazing practice for that.
When did you start playing?
A couple of years ago now with the djembe.
No way.
Yeah, it was really powerful for my like healing from my trauma and my relationship. And it was I just felt such a pull to the djembe. And I was at a festival for the weekend and there was like it was so cute. There was like a little like cave in the woods where there was like open jam and instruments that were just free that you could play. I spent the whole weekend just with a djembe in my hand and I couldn't put it down. And everyone people kept on coming up to me going, oh my God, you were born to have a djembe in your hand. You were born to play the drum. And it just was such like a thing that was happening. And I learned that when you play the drum, you can't have any fear because it translates, and fear translates through the sound and into the drum. So you have to have full conviction and full confidence and full trust and just go with it. And if you're someone who enjoys music, then you understand rhythm. Like you feel a beat, you understand how rhythm works. So then it's like a case of peeling back the layers of the mind and allowing the rhythm to play you, is what I say. It's been like such a blessing and a teacher, the drum, for me personally. It's gorgeous. I love it. I like nothing beats it. But the handpan I'm quite new at. Yeah. But I got that, I feel like, to play with others. Like in the last couple of years I've gone on a real musical journey and I've learned to play the guitar, sing, play the drum, and now the handpan. And I felt like with the guitar and the djembe, unless you're like with a group of people, it's quite like, it's nice to play on your own. Like I love playing the guitar on my own, like for myself. Just, oh my gosh, it's like, it does something to me. But the handpan, I want to play with someone. And like I can play it with my nephews and just like people. I just love syncing. And because there was a real moment when I feel like I'm talking for so long now, but there was a real moment where we like really like synced up and connected, and we were just completely in the flow, in the rhythm, and it was so nice. I love that.
Yeah. I just feel like it makes me realize how in my head I am. Because I did feel that moment where we were like in sync, and then I kind of lost rhythm for a bit, and then I was like, I could feel this voice in my head that was just like, oh my God, you're so stupid, like you've lost the rhythm, like just keep it go, just try harder. And it's just oh my God, like chill.
But that's really good that you have that awareness. Like that you have the separation enough to listen to the voice and to coach it.
Well, now that when you were speaking and you said when you first learned to play, it brought me back to a yoga festival I went to, and there was an African drumming class, and I was like, oh, this looks fun. So then I went and sat there, and she was like, okay, we're going to try this beat, and it was like whatever, and then I was like, she was changing like her hand positioning as well, and I was like, ooh, this is more complicated than I thought. And then I tried doing it and I was like, I don't get it. Like, I feel like I like music and I understand like beat and whatever. So I was like, yeah, I'll be good at this. But then when I sat down and she was showing us what to do, it just was really difficult.
Yeah.
And then someone that was with me at the time was like, why can't you do this? Like it's so easy.
Oh.
And they were just like
Like,
yeah. And I was like, oh, I'm stupid. And then I didn't want to do it anymore.
Oh, wow.
And then I feel like
gosh,
that
wow,
is just
yeah.
like me with a lot of things where I'm just like, I can't do this, so let's just leave it. Instead of just enjoy
allowing
it.
the process.
Yeah.
Allowing the journey. And it is, to be honest, it's hard to fit yourself into someone else's rhythm. So like there's times when I've played djembe with others and similar experience, you're kind of in a workshop kind of vibe, and it's hard to fit yourself into someone else's rhythm.
Yeah.
And I feel like at least what I did, like when I did with you, is creating the environment to find your own.
Yeah, but you were like, just play anything.
Yeah,
period. And I was like, yeah, but like what? I want instruction.
Just tap it. Tap it. Let your hands find where the hands want to go.
Yeah.
Because intuitively, your body has a rhythm. It knows what it's doing when you just kind of like let go.
Yeah.
And I love to play in that. I guess it's a bridge, right? I love to play in that bridge. And not just on the bridge, help people break through. Yeah, it's really special.
Hey ladies, quick pause. I hope you're enjoying the episode so far. As mentioned earlier, if you want to be part of our community and be the first to know when we launch, connect with us on Instagram or join the email list. Both links are in the description. We're going to have monthly guest speakers, live check-ins, accountability group, and even some in-person meetups happening throughout the year. And I personally can't wait. I know this business journey can feel lonely at times, but you don't have to do it alone. Connect with us and join the movement. Now, let's get back to the episode.
Well, the other thing that at your house when you made me the cacao, and then you were like, you need to speak to it, and then I was like, oh my god, this is mortifying.
I was like, right, come up, time for you. I did prep you though. I said, by the way, I'm gonna get you to start thinking.
But I was like, oh no, I should have just asked for a tea.
Well,
no, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. Like, you're preparing the cacao, and best practice is to speak love into the cacao and your affirmations and your intentions, and because water is alive and our voice is a frequency, and when we speak into the waters of the cacao and we speak our love into it, and cacao is a real heart opening medicine. So when you speak your intentions into it with love and presence and love, then you're receiving that medicine as well. And then you drink it into your body and you allow it to like assimilate in your being. It was stunning what you said. I remember you just went with it, and I was blown away.
I felt quite emotional.
It was gorgeous. It was absolutely it was like you were a professional. This is why you have to speak more, because Martha, she's got a lot to share, and I'm just really gently encouraging you to own your voice, because you just have so much wisdom.
Oh, thank you.
And you have some things to share with the world, and I feel like you're such an observer.
Yeah.
And I feel like you see everything and you take it all in, and then that's where it remains.
Yeah.
How selfish. Let it out. Like, give us some of the juice.
Yeah.
You know? Madame Prophet over here.
No one's going to know what that means.
Share it, explain.
No, I don't. I'm still wrapping my head around that one. So you do, I don't remember the name of the blueprint now. So
Energetic blueprint.
Yeah. When you first released that product, you did one for me. What did you need from me? My date of birth and
time of birth and location.
And then it was just like a breakdown of, I don't even know how to describe it.
How would you describe it?
I don't know.
Like, it's your astrology, your human design,
Yeah.
and your gene keys. So it's these three esoteric systems that I've studied, that I've come into, that I found really helpful on my own journey. And when I go into something, I go into it. Like, I can't just know 1%. I have to, why is that like that? And then why is that like that? And then what makes that like that? And then how do those things talk to each other? And I just create this map. And my own journey has taken me from astrology, while I'm trying to understand myself and find myself and learn who I am, into human design, and then into gene keys. And I've created this energetic blueprint, which is a PDF. It's about 30, 40 pages. And it runs through what I have found to be the real, like, potent juice as your charts. And your charts are essentially blueprints of your energy. Like something like 1 in 400 trillion that we've been born. And I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe that anything is just as it is. I think things are by design, and we operate in synchronicity. And I think that astrology, gene keys, tarot, and human design has really given me language for the blueprint of energy, I suppose, of people. I don't think I've explained that very well.
No,
but
you
yeah,
have.
Yeah.
What is gene keys though?
It's a name. It's a name to... Gene Keys is this guy called Richard Rudd. He woke up one day in an altered state.
Okay.
And over 3 days, he received all of these codes and information and mythical poetic stories, and his life took him to random places where he'd meet people and have random conversations, and he just received all of this information over a period of 3 days. And the Gene Keys is essentially a Bible that decodes the information that he received, that he downloaded.
Okay.
And it speaks to 64 energies that are active in life, that we see through, like, Carl Jung talks a lot about it, like 64 archetypes. You'll see it in the tarot, the Chinese I Ching, like, you see this number and these different archetypes represented everywhere. And essentially Gene Keys is another tool for explaining and aligning yourself with those archetypes. Because for me, those systems we have access to everything. Like, we're infinite beings, but there's certain channels that are alive within us, within this incarnation and this lifetime. So it's understanding what is alive within you and how you can best work with your blueprint, so that you're not going against your authenticity, you're not going against the grain, so that you can actually work with yourself to get the best out of your life, to offer the best service to people. And Gene Keys is another one of those tools. Gene Keys is stunning. It's so beautiful. It's so poetic, and it's not something for the mind. It is so, like, astrology and human design really satiated my mind. Like, it just gave me something to focus on. And I studied those a few years ago. But since I've kind of come more into my body and my intuition and trusting energy, that Gene Keys is just so beautiful. It's not something that you can fit yourself into. It is something that opens up within you over time. You can't rush it. It's not something you can force. It is just like an unflowering within you that will happen over the course of your life. So you're not in control.
Okay.
But you can sense certain things, and it really speaks to the, like, delicacies of energy that are in the air. And what Richard Rudd explains is that there's these 64 energies that are available, archetypes, and each energy has a different frequency band, like a different wavelength. And you've got the shadow frequency, the gift frequency, and the siddhi frequency. And so, for example, one of my life's work is the Gene Key 24, which is the inventor, which is someone's created names for these archetypes. So that's the inventor. The highest frequency is silence. So the siddhi of it is silence, because in silence you receive the information to create. But the shadow frequency is addiction. And I really see those two things play out within my life. And creation is, it basically says that addiction is where your energy loops in a circle. And when you get into creation and invention, it starts to spiral. So you've like broken the loop and the cycle. So it's really like subtle spaces. But anyway, Martha's, I think your life's work is the prophet, wasn't it? Yeah. And I'm like, and you're a Gemini, and you've just got, Gemini's all about communication, about the mind, the intellect. So the fact that you're so is by design. It's not, there's nothing wrong with it. It's by design, and it's how can you harness it and channel it for the greater good, like you are with a podcast. Perfect. Yeah.
I feel like I want to read through it again.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
You'll get different things from it depending on where you are in your life, your own awareness, the different states you're in, your emotions at the time, your mental capacity at the time. Like you'll read different things from it every time you read it. So go for it.
Okay. You've also released it's not a podcast, it's like a Spotify, what is it, a playlist? Or
I haven't landed on a name yet.
Yeah.
I haven't, this is my afraid of
Commitment.
being in a box. Yeah. But it's a living portfolio is where I'm at with it right now. And it's basically a space for me to share myself, my heart. I love storytelling. I love writing, poetry, songs. And it's just a space that I can share. And I have no expectations of myself. I have said that if I want to do a new moon meditation one day, it doesn't mean that I have to do the other 24 moons that happen after that. It's literally just a space for me, for what feels most alive, what feels authentic. If that means I post, like I did, I think 4 times in 1 week.
Yeah.
And then I don't post anything for 6 months, then that's fine. Like, it's just there. And I feel like what I really struggle to do, at least, is when people ask me, well, what do you do? I have no idea. So I can now just like have this portfolio that I continue to add to send people to when I talk to them and meet them. And at the moment there's meditation, poetry, new moon transmission, and I plan on sharing like hypnotherapy scripts and just exploring sharing my voice and to be honest it's also selfish, like it's where I can receive my own medicine, I suppose. Like the poem that's on there now, Divinely Guided, I love listening to it. I just love listening to it.
I love this.
And I'm just like, I literally just listen to it over and over again. And then I'm like saying it out loud and I'm listening to it in the car and I'm listening to it in my house. But it's just, I'm receiving so much from it. I'm receiving so much healing from it that I feel really happy and grateful about it. No pressure.
I love
freedom.
that.
Yeah. It's called Devotion and Depth.
Yes.
On Spotify, just to plug that.
Yeah, I'm going to put the link anyway in the description because I follow it. And I love it. Like, it's so representative of you as well. I hope you do, like, keep
I hope I do too.
Yeah.
I hope I do too. I feel, at least for this moment in time, like, it feels lovely. And I have, like, a sense of where it could go, which is, like, have guest conversations and maybe more along the lines of the podcast, but I don't know what it is. A podcast to me equals pressure, structure, intros, outros, editing, just all of the things. And I'm like, oh, nah.
I don't think it has to be like that. I think
No.
it can be whatever you want. I don't think you have to follow the same structure as other podcasts.
No, well, I realised that.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I was like, oh, hang on, I can do this how I want to do this.
For sure.
Yeah. So I came to that realisation slowly.
Yeah, I love it. Wait, there was something else I was going to say about it. I don't remember.
Because you did the new moon in Cancer.
Yeah.
How
I
was
listened
that
to
for
it.
you?
I really enjoyed it, and it made me feel a lot because there was like some emotional bits to it, some like liberating bits to it, and I was just like, oh, this is so Hannah. It felt like it was just me and you were talking to me.
Well, it's so lovely to hear that.
And I really liked it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's so nice to hear. I'm so happy that it made you feel a lot. Like that's life. Like we're here to feel. Like we get trapped in our heads. And it disconnects us from our body and from our heart and from our feeling space, and like there is so much to life when we are not afraid to feel our emotions. And I think that so many of us are afraid to feel because it feels overwhelming and like we're losing control. And things, you generally speaking, when you feel your feelings through, things change after that. You have to grow, you have to change something about the way you think or actions that you take or what you're doing with your life. Like it requires change and it requires growth, which is, it's so courageous to feel. And it's to say, that sounds like quite basic thing to say, is that it's to feel like, but it's really, it's very brave to, especially in a world now that's so AI and disconnected.
Yeah.
To reconnect with yourself and your feelings and your heart is just such a courageous thing to do.
Just a quick reminder, guys, while you're here, if you have a podcast or a podcast idea brewing in that little brain of yours, I would love to support you. I currently have a mini course that helps you tackle the top 3 things that I hear that stops people from launching their podcast. I've also got other resources to help you launch or grow with ease. No more stressing over editing or strategy. I've got you. Just connect with me on Instagram and let's chat about how we can bring your podcast to life. It is time to stop procrastinating on this one. Okay, let's get back to the episode.
I feel like I've struggled with that before because I'm quite sensitive and I'm quite emotional. I cry a lot, and there's just so many times where I'm just like, oh my god, like, I wish I wasn't this emotional because I really want to have this conversation, but I know it's going to make me cry, and then it's embarrassing or whatever. Like I've cried at work before, and then it's just like, oh my god, this is the most embarrassing thing ever, and it's like,
Isn't that so sad that that's how we feel about about our expression and our heart and our, I just think that's so, like, that's, what have we done to the world for, like, when you're feeling, you're being so alive, and it, like, it's just such a sacred experience, and we just have literally, this is embarrassing, this is stupid, this XYZ. I just think, oh my gosh, that's so sad. And I find that when you are able to have those conversations and like build that safety within yourself to hold your own emotions, so that when you go into conversations with people, you're not you're not spilling out onto others, and you're not expecting them to save you or hold you or tend to you in any way. You're just doing it from a real like centered place. I feel that you call the other person to rise, to meet you in this real like, quite like an honorable place, really, where you're honoring yourself and you're honoring your emotions and you're speaking your truth and you're sharing your thoughts. And when you share that with someone, you kind of call them into themselves, basically, because they will mirror you. And usually, if you're feeling a certain way about the person you're having a conversation with, they will be feeling the same things. Like there's a connection, there's invisible threads connecting all of us, and whatever, like when we had our podcast and I felt really anxious afterwards, and then I sat with it for a few days and I was like, no, this feeling isn't going. So then I contacted you and I said, hey, I'm feeling really anxious, can we have a chat? And you said, oh well, I've actually been feeling similar. It's like there's a resonance that happens, and it just takes one person to speak on what's in the air, the elephant in the room and the energy, but to allow for like a new flow to be created. Yeah, I don't know how we got onto that tangent.
I don't know, but it's true because I spoke to someone else about our recording.
Mm.
And I was like, I feel like I did her a disservice and like I was feeling a lot. And then I was like, but I don't want to say anything to her because if she's okay, now I've just planted all these seeds of like feeling anxious because I know you were nervous walking into the interview. So then when you messaged me, I was a bit like, I knew it. I upset her. No, I'm joking.
No, you didn't.
No,
upset.
I know.
No,
I know.
not at all. No, not at all. Not at all. But yeah, it's again, you know things, so your voice needs to be heard. Like this is what I'm saying. That's it. It's not anything big and crazy. It's just trusting what you feel and trusting what you know and allowing your feelings to be like your compass in a way and your guidance, and when you follow them and you process them and you rise with what they're asking of you, then you will flourish. I don't know, this is what I think anyway. I don't know.
No, I agree with you.
Yeah, I did that thing that you said.
What?
After I go off on a monologue.
You say something like really deep and powerful, and then you're just like, anyway, I don't know.
Because I don't.
And I'm like, what? Just changed my life, and now you're just like,
I don't
whatever.
know. Well, because I don't know. I don't. Because I don't know. Ultimately, I don't know. Like, I don't bloody know, do I? It's just falling out of my mouth, really.
I know, but you're just so full of like wisdom and knowledge.
It's painful, isn't it? It's painful.
What do you mean? Sometimes I'm just like, gosh, how does Hannah express herself like this? Like, I wish I could like speak like you.
It's been a journey. I didn't used to. I'm a different person to how I used to be. I didn't used to be like this. I was very suppressed. Very.
Really?
Yeah, like emotions scared me.
Oh, really?
I was so emotionally shut down. I didn't know I was creative. I was so like creatively suppressed. I just didn't know myself. I just was operating from this, I don't know, it's like this I don't know, actually, it's sort of like the way that I'm feeling it right now is that there was this like suit that I was wearing, and it was this like film that was invisible, that's the place I was operating from. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I was so different. I was very, very suppressed. And like I had a good job. I had like a really good career, and like on paper my life was pretty normal, you know? Like it was what everyone would maybe want for their life, I suppose.
Yeah.
And then I started, like, I moved to London and I was working with Four Seasons Hotels, and like career was going really well, and I was really young, like 20, 21, and I was like managing this department, like the youngest manager in the hotel, I think. And outside of work I was so lonely. Like I didn't know anyone in London. I just moved up from the Hampshire countryside, and I was all naive and really like just blinded by the city lights, and but just worked non-stop, 80-hour weeks, 90-hour weeks, like 24-hour events operation.
Yeah.
Which was great. Like honestly, some of the things that we did, just I could never now. This version of me could never. Go her. What a boss.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started to feel really lonely outside of work, and I didn't know who I was outside of work, and I'd just been taken out of familiarity and put into a new place where I didn't know anyone. And after work I'd go out with the chefs and I'd drink like 5 pints every night, and just like eat shit on the weekends and be on dating apps, and just like quite a monotonous, just I don't know. And I wanted more, I suppose, and I wanted to feel happy.
Yeah.
So I joined a gym, and it got me into my body, where all of the feelings happen. So that journey started there. And yeah, getting into the gym, I hired a personal trainer who was very holistic in his approach.
Okay.
And very spiritual.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so he used to like make our sessions about like the mind muscle connection and the body storing emotions and your
Who
thoughts.
is this person?
Your thoughts. He is someone who shall not be named.
Oh, okay.
The thoughts that kind of like dictate your life. And I went through this whole awakening process, and I started to feel. And I was then no longer able to do the job that I was doing because that required me to suppress so much of myself. And there was so much of me that was coming out through training and in the gym that it was just like, well, I can't do this anymore because I can't betray and suppress this part of me anymore. And then I started, like, I was meditating and I was vegan and journaling and just went on this whole like transformation, and started to find my authenticity, I suppose. That was about, I don't know, maybe like 10 years ago now. 9 years ago.
When you say you started to feel, what do you mean by that?
I just like working in, I don't think it was just working in hospitality. I also think it's like to do with my age, like just early 20s, late teens. You're just on like a hype, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're just like on like a hype energy, but for me at least, I was just like going to work, coming home, going out on the weekends. I just was so disconnected.
Yeah.
And like I would feel still like if I watched a movie or something and like I'd well up, but I would swallow my emotions. I would never let them out. And when I saw someone having like an emotional display, I would criticize it and judge it and think, you're weak.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
I can't imagine that.
Yeah. Like literally I would think, well, you can't pull yourself together.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my gosh.
So for me to be so emotionally expressive now I have had to build up so much safety in my body and let go of so much of my mind in order for me to allow this emotive, poetic expression to come out. Yeah. And there's still those parts of me that still exist that are like, shut up. Just stop. Just stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what did that journey look like? I want to pick up a drum and just be you.
You can, like, literally, you literally just you can just pick up a drum. All I did, was pick up a drum and tap it. Like, let's be real. I'm not doing anything complicated. It's very simple. It's just like what. It's just allowing. If that's one thing, allow for things to happen, allow for things to play out, and allow for you to, like, receive from what you're experiencing. Let yourself receive what you're experiencing. So, like, with the drum, I could easily have just played the drum and just been like, oh, yeah, that was cool. And, like, gone about my business. But I don't know. I guess I just at that point of getting into the drum, I just was deeper. I was much deeper.
Yeah.
Than that.
Yeah. But I mean, like, that journey, because obviously I didn't know you back then, and I can't even imagine, I can't picture that, Hannah.
Yeah.
Because you're just like the complete opposite now.
Yeah. It's a process. Like, I have to work really hard on accepting myself all of the time. Like, it's a real thing that I continuously have to accept myself, love myself, give myself grace, because I can be very hard on myself, and my mind is incredible, but like is very insufferable at times. Like it causes me so much suffering.
Yeah.
And I have to really learn how to work with it. Sometimes it's really challenging at times.
Can we talk a bit about hypnotherapy? Because
Sure.
I want to do it.
Great. You want to do it now?
No,
we don't have to do it now. Yeah, sure.
Because that was also part of your journey as well.
I
I want to know more about why did you tap into that? Like, what led you to that?
My gym journey.
Okay.
led me to that. Like, my gym journey led me to opening my mind. I was very, like, one-track mind, headstrong, blinkers on, focused, jong. Very much. Powerful. Like, if Hannah wanted it, Hannah got it,
Yeah.
basically. And yeah, I had to, like, the gym journey opened my mind, and I started to, and meditation, and I just was really going on this awakening journey, and I started to become aware of my mind and became fascinated with it and the potentials of the mind. Like, I really started getting into, like, Joe Dispenza, and yeah, the potentials of the mind, and what just the mind is fascinating to me, and I just wanted to understand it and learn how to work with it. And also, I had gone on such a journey, and I felt amazing. Like, I literally felt like a different person, and I just wanted to shout it from the rooftops and be like, oh my God, everyone. I wanted to, like, shake everyone up. Like, it was just like, wow, everyone needs to know this exists.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to feel these things and to know that, like, there's so much more to life. That I was like, okay, how can I support that journey? How can I help other people? And I retrained as a coach and then a hypnotherapist. And yeah, that was the right at the beginning of it, really.
For anyone who doesn't know anything about hypnotherapy, can you sum it up?
So hypnotherapy is essentially where you go into a deep, relaxed state, like in a guided meditation, and through the language and the storytelling that's used, you lift what's called the critical faculty part of the mind, essentially the prefrontal cortex. You kind of lift it up so that then you can speak directly to the subconscious mind and start to change the way your subconscious operates. Because that's like so much of our subconscious mind is just conditioning from outside forces and society and external life, that we can just be living on this operating system and not really know why we're doing what we're doing, why we have these thoughts. We just are like, oh, well, it's just who I am. But no, you can actually change things if you want to, and you can grow and you can improve. And yeah, hypnotherapy speaks directly to that part of the mind. So you can use hypnotherapy for like supporting you with your future, or you can use hypnotherapy for taking yourself back into the past, like regressing back into childhood, understanding certain things, healing, lots of healing, allowing energy and emotions to complete their cycle. Like, there's a lot of processing that can happen through hypnosis, where maybe just for whatever reasons at the time, our processing system in our mind got overwhelmed.
Okay.
And we haven't been able to allow that normal process to take place. You can go back in and allow for those processes to happen, specifically for, like, trauma and highly emotional, stressful situations, giving yourself that time to let that energy play out. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I was waiting for you to say it. I don't know.
Well, I don't know anyway. But yeah.
What do you think's been, like, your biggest... I was going to say your biggest lesson, but I don't know if I mean lesson. I mean more like... What's one of the things that you've had to unlearn?
Ooh, that I am, like, this is this is all that there is. That I am, like, a limited being. That I am, that there's nothing, like, life is like this is all that there is, basically. Like, we just come here. It's actually so weird for me to say it. Like, it feels really, I'm so not that person anymore that saying those words, it makes no sense to me. Like, I actually almost am like, what do I mean by that? Because it feels so foreign to say it. But it's like that we just come here, we're born, and there's nothing more. There's nothing after that. There was nothing before that. There's just that limitedness to myself and to life. I've really learned that there's much more interconnection. Everything's connected. There's so much. Oh my gosh, it's just it's so magical. It really, like, life is so magical that it's, like, overwhelming. It's fast. It's just magical. So yeah, I think that's my biggest lesson is that I'm not limited. I'm not a limited being. I can be anyone that I want to be if I wanted to be. I have infinite potentialities, and the only limits that I put on myself are my own. And the only limits that I perceive in life are my own limits, and that I can grow and evolve. I'm not a victim to life. I think is what it is that I'm not a victim. I'm a creator.
What excites you the most about the next few years?
That I don't know what's coming.
Ooh, okay.
That anything could happen.
Yeah.
And I have no idea what's coming, and that's fascinating. That's so fun.
I love that.
What about you?
What excites me the most?
What about the next 3 years?
I'm excited to see like who I grow into, because I feel like the last few years have just been really difficult, and this year we're only halfway through, but there's just been so much growth in such a short space of time, because I almost feel like for the last, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years, I have felt like I've just been like dragging myself out of this like pit that I was in, and I feel like it took me longer than I thought it was going to take to get out of that. So now seeing the growth within 6 months and just like going through this healing journey as well has just been like, wow, like amazing things can happen in like a short space of time. I felt like, okay, this is what I'm trying to say. Because this healing journey felt so long and like laborious, now I'm just like, okay, it doesn't have to take that long. Like it doesn't, we don't have to like constantly keep digging this up and digging this up. Like we can now leave it there and move forward. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, it's fun. I had a similar realization. So I graduated therapy this week. I finished with my therapist.
Did you?
We had our last session on Tuesday.
Okay.
And similarly, I felt like I came to this realization where the traumas that I've experienced and the pain that I have access to is always there. It's always going to be there because it happened. The experiences happened. And we can touch on that, but therapy and healing isn't going to erase the past. It isn't going to change the past. It isn't going to mean it didn't happen. It isn't going to, and I think for a period of time, I was trying to erase certain things that I've experienced and get to a point where they no longer existed, when actually you can't do that. So I think I've come to this realization where it's like, okay, that has happened, and I have grown so that I can hold the weight of it. And I now have, what a gift it is that I now have access to so much depth and so much love, because ultimately it's the darkness that we go through and the pain that we feel and the suffering that we experience is in equal measure to the amount of love and joy and happiness that we have access to. So what a blessing that I've been given. So yeah. Similarly, I graduated therapy this week. I don't know.
Stop saying I don't know.
Sorry, I need my legs got cramp. I need to move.
Okay. You know what though? I think also one thing that I've accepted is that my journey is my journey, and I need to stop comparing it to others. So, like I said, the last few years have been difficult for me, but I've done a lot of that on my own. Like I haven't really spoken about it to many people, and I don't think that people that are close to me really know like what I was going through, because I'm just one of those people that's like, I'm just going to do this on my own, and I don't want to worry like family or anything like that. So I just like have been like going along on my own, but in doing that I kept comparing it to other people. So I was like, nothing's really happened to me. Like nothing really drastic has happened. I haven't been through an experience like you've experienced, which again we can touch on if you want. And I felt like I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to be okay because nothing like major happened. It was just I was in a place I didn't want to be, and I was like really depressed, and I needed to get out of it. But I wasn't in like an abusive relationship. No one died. Like nothing that I could justify the way I was feeling had happened. And then the more I opened up to other people and realized it's okay to feel what I was feeling, and I don't have to justify that to anyone. This is my journey, and you've had your journey. And yeah, I feel like that is like a big realization that I had this year, because I was just like, just because Hannah's journey doesn't mean mine also wasn't difficult. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like it's all valid. Everything that you feel, that I feel, that everyone feels, everything that you feel about what your life experiences are. And I would not agree with you when you say that you haven't been through hard times.
Yeah.
And you have, like, I would say that you've experienced something that is very unique and hard.
Yeah.
Like completely the sacrifice of yourself. And that's a testament to your character, your love, your heart, like who you are at your core and as a person. I think that's what you get to see of yourself, as which is like a bit of a gift that you can now kind of, oh, okay, wow, that's who I am. Like, wow, that I do something like that and that I did that. But to say that it wasn't enough, or wasn't like a hard enough time on the outside,
Yeah.
is doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah.
Because it is yeah, I think you're phenomenal.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. For sure.
I think you are.
Thanks.
I don't know. It's my turn now.
See? Contagious, isn't it? It's contagious. Yeah.
How do you feel your journey has played out since leaving your relationship?
So, for, I suppose, some context.
Yeah.
About 3.5 years ago, I left a very abusive relationship. And it was a very short relationship. It was only 6 months long. But it was incredible, the amount of suffering, I suppose, I experienced in that period of time. And I lost my train of thought. How has my journey played out since then? It's been amazing. It's been hard. It's been painful. It's been confusing. It's been magical. It's been hard, man. It's been hard. And I think the last few months have been, the beginning of the year was really hard. So I was in court at the beginning of the year for this particular relationship, and it was 3 years had gone past, and I had done so much healing and found so much of my expression. Like, music was such a tool for me. Prayer, poetry, guitar, drumming, like all of these things came to me whilst on this healing journey. And I learned so much as well about energy and life, and my capacity for compassion just grew massively, whilst also in survival mode, trying to pay my bills, trying to just survive and run a business and just pretend like it didn't affect me. Pretend like everything was okay, because I didn't want my family to worry. I didn't want people to worry. And I think the beginning of this year when we went to court, I just had to let go of everything and face reality, face the pain, face the trauma that I'd experienced, face everything. And it's not to say that I hadn't been facing it up until that point, but this going to court and facing it in a courtroom with a judge, with a jury judging you, deciding whether what you're saying is real or not, basically, whether you're a liar or not, seeing how it was impacting my family. Yeah, it was like, that has been really hard. the beginning of this year was really hard, and psychologically, just, can I swear?
Yeah.
Like, mind fucking. Like, psychologically, just because it put me right back in it. And it was almost like the last 3 years hadn't happened. This 3 years of growth, these 3 years of music and meditation and all of these things that I'd learned and healed and processed through. It was basically like none of that happened.
Yeah.
And I was just feeling everything on such a powerful scale. Also because I'd just lost my dad. My dad passed away a couple of months before. I had just left my community in London. So I was leaving London. I was living in my parents' house, my mum's house. So I was so uprooted. And I had nowhere to just be myself. Nowhere that I could hide, nowhere to go. It was just such an incredibly difficult period of time. I'm so grateful for my family, honestly. Bless them. Bless them for what they had to go through too. Yeah, it was really hard time. Really hard time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now, like, I feel like it's literally the last few months, I just feel like everything's changed. So much, even just from our last podcast episode that we recorded, everything has changed.
Yeah, because I do feel like when we first recorded, that was like happening, or it had just finished.
We'd
Like
just
everything
come out
was
of
just
court, yeah.
So yeah, you're like a different person.
It's actually nuts, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just remember feeling so unsure of who I was and unsure of myself, and I'm moving back home to the area after living in London for the best part of 10 years.
Yeah.
Losing my dad, the court case, just like everything was just, I had no idea who I was. And I'm really happy that I gave myself the grace to feel the anxiety after that episode and to talk to you about it as well, because I'm so happy that we're recording this now.
Yeah.
Based on our growth that we've been through in the last few months. It's just, yeah, everything just seems to be clicking into place. And I think the biggest turning point for me was I was just walking around my house angry.
Okay.
So I've just moved into my own place and it's gorgeous. Like,
so cute.
it's just so
you.
it's so me. It is. It's so me. And I was just walking around, waking up, wreathing with anger and having all of these conversations with these certain people in the past, and just, it was just riling me up. And I had a therapy session and we spoke about it, and I was like, I'm so angry. I'm so angry. She was like, cool, vent. Literally, she goes, the floor is yours, I think she said. And for the whole episode, I was like, it was just coming out of me, and I was crying and snotting and just allowing space for this anger. And she said, you can move on from this though. And it was like it was the way that she said it and the moment in time and just everything that was happening at that moment. That was the perfect exact thing that she could have said, because it separated me from the anger and it made me feel like, oh my God, I don't have to carry this. I don't have to learn to live with this. I can let it go. And I didn't realize up until that point I was holding on to all of this anger and this energy. It was just kind of like, oh, I can drop that. I can let that go. And since then, everything has just shifted. Like, I no longer feel fear behind my eyes. So if I'm like coming into a room or I'm hanging out with people or whatever, I no longer feel this like energy behind my eyes anymore. I just feel really clear and really clear. And before it was just like this energy and this fogginess, and I find it quite fascinating really. Because I had so much brain fog as well.
Really?
I was so confused. I had so much brain fog. And then when I start to think about it and I think about the element of fire, which is anger, it makes so much sense that like what comes at the top of fire is this smoke. And all of the smoke was filling my brain. And all of this fire was just churning away in my gut and in my solar plexus, that it was like just foggying everything until I just was like... and I let it out. Yeah, since then everything just seems to have really shifted. Everything has shifted since then. Which is just, I'm so grateful for.
Yeah. I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
I'm excited for us.
Period. Yeah.
Are you ready for the Woman Up wrap up?
Sure.
It's just the 4 questions that I ask everyone at the end of my interviews. I've really enjoyed this chat.
Same. It's been so nice. Thank you.
Okay, tell me something about you that no one really knows.
I am qualified from the Specialty Coffee Association of Europe for latte art and baristering.
Oh, I think you told me this before and I was like, what?
That's me.
I love this. I should have asked you for a coffee when I was at your house then.
You had cacao, it was better.
Yes.
I don't have a coffee machine at home,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Would you rather go back in time and give advice to your younger self or meet your future self and hear what she has to say?
I'd rather go back in time.
But what would you
Speak to
tell
my
her?
younger self. I would just love her so much. I would literally just love on her and hug her and hold her and pour into her, and just like the vision of the version of me I'm getting is like 8 years old. I don't know why,
Aw,
but I
cute.
literally just want to hold her and tell her that everything's going to be all right. You're going to go through some really hard experiences in your life, but it's okay. It's going to be okay. And I can't change the things that you're going to go through. And I also wouldn't want to, because the depth, the wisdom, the love, everything that you gain from those experiences are just magic. So, but I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you, and I'm holding your hand, and just trust and surrender, trust the process. Promise you everything's going to be okay. Yeah, I'd go back in time and chat with her.
Oh,
I just feel like I want to give her a hug.
okay. This says if we had a conversation, but I'm going to say when we have another conversation a year from now, what's one thing that you hope you've achieved by then?
I hope to be seeing clients again, if I'm being honest with you. Like, literally, I just, like, because I've had to take such a long time off from working, that I hope by that point I'm back in the room and I'm selling out workshops, and I've got a full roster of clients and supporting people, and I'm really sort of coming into my own with my voice, my music, sharing my art, sharing, and creating amazing experiences for people and supporting people going through difficult times. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe you 100%.
Thanks.
If you had to describe this season of your life
Oh, Jesus.
as a song, a book title, or a movie, what would it be?
The season just passed or the season coming?
The season just passed. Why are you laughing?
There's like so many words coming into my head right now. Can you ask me again, please?
If you had to describe this season of your life as a song, a book title, or a movie, what would it be?
Hold on and let go.
I like it.
Hold on and let go.
What would have been your next season then? Or did you just want to clarify it wasn't that you had anything?
No, I just, because it's different energies.
Yeah.
Like the season that's passed, I know what it's been like, so I'm like, how can I describe that? But the season coming, I don't know what it's going to be, so I'm like, what can I plant? What can I create?
Yeah.
The season of past is hold on and let go, for sure. Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
I've loved having you.
I've loved being here. This has been really fun. Thank you.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
good.
how do you feel it went?
I loved it.
Okay, so trust that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. And I hope you can come back and do like a chatty episode.
Love to.
Yeah. Amazing.
More chatty than this, though. I don't think we can get more chatty than this.
Well, maybe if we have like another person. I have plans for like season 3 with other people.
Okay.
So yeah.
I feel like we've also paved the way to dive more into my story. But we didn't really get there today.
Yeah, but I think
no, but it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect. That's what I'm saying. It's perfect. But I feel like we've paved the way. So
I love it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. As always, like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Everything you do will help push the podcast to more women, and we'll get more women hearing these types of conversations. So I will see you next week, and thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, that's it for another episode of the Woman Up podcast. Thank you for spending time with us. It really means the world. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please take a second to follow the show and leave us a review. It really helps more women to find these conversations. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And also leave us a comment if anything in the episode resonated with you. We love, love, love to hear from you. Even better still, feel free to share this episode and tag us on your socials. Of course, I will see you right here next week for more real talk, sisterhood, and conversations that actually matter. Until then, keep going, keep growing, and woman up.